Welcome back to a new demo showcase. I know it's been a while since I've actually done one of these. But, as you know, with my grind session still kind of holding up on Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, this was basically a breaking case of emergency Z update. As for what we're going to be playing today, well, if you didn't read the title, then I think you can figure out what it is. It's Bubsy 4D, just recently released to all consoles and PC. See, just a few days prior. I'm playing through the public demo here on my Switch, because it's a little bit easier for me to record from this than it does from the other. Also, sorry about the audio. While I was playing through the demo, I was listening to something else on my phone, and worse, I had the mic on, so it recorded everything. It recorded everything from the phone first and foremost, rather than what was being coming through the speakers on my monitor. Fortunately, I caught it for the second part of our footage. As for Bubsy, why am I giving Bubsy a go? Yep, everybody's kind of talking it up like it's actually a good game, even though Bubsy has been kind of just, at best, another Sonic clone, another mascot platformer that really didn't do anything to change things up, or at worst, a herald to what bad platformers look like in the case of Bubsy 3D. But this new one is fairly proving itself to be pretty good in its own right. So let's see for ourselves if it's worth it. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna talk of Olivia. Well, it was important. Well, how else could we earn a quick buck reselling your stuff during this adventure? I mean, this is incredible, useful, and totally new equipment for your quest, Uncle.
Oh yeah? Alright then. I told you not to spill our scheme, you dingus.
Yes, that's how I'm going to talk with Terry whenever he's on for cutscenes going forward. He's just now Terry Funk. Because we need more of this voice rolling around, both to honor his greatness and also to keep myself entertained during these recording sessions. Because you gotta come in whippy. It is how it is. Alright, let's get into the first mission. First level for the game. And that's the tutorial.
Ugh. Talking to you feels like a long and hard process, but we gotta do it with this adventure.
Based on the same source, but completely different execution. And to me, that feels like it helps the world feel more interconnected too. These legendaries may just be the Pokemon of the wind and the Pokemon of the waves, but perhaps they're friends with Ho-Oh and Lugia, or act as their own guardians, or maybe vice versa. And what if Solgaleo and Lunala are just the ultra space versions of these new legendaries? They evolved differently because of a different ecosystem, but they play similar roles. I think those ideas are awesome, but not as awesome.
Well, this is neat.
The idea of Windichu and Wavichu being those legendaries in disguise. That just feels like such an anime thing. They pop up from time to time along your journey just to help out, give you some advice. Hey, you should go this way. This is the next cutscene area. Maybe you even spot and have minor interactions with the true forms of the legendaries, but you never see them and the choose.
On the Flutter Guide. Okay, here we go.
They do finally reveal themselves and swoop into action in a big Bakunawa Minokawa inspired plot moment. It'd be really cool, but that's just a theory, and one that will definitely be proven right or wrong in the not too distant future. Thanks for watching, and never stop.
Careful, metallic surfaces like these are quite slippery.
I'll slide across it.
I won't get the first aid kit ready, but the pain is only simulated in here. Bon voyage!
This is Ryoko Pro. It's a pocket-sized Wi-Fi hotspot, about the size of a credit card stack that gives you your own.
Saying I thought those things would like propel me forward. Up, but
Locks in, and you're online. That's it. No apps, no setup screens, no technology required. One button, your own internet. Done. Up to 150 megabits per second. 10 devices at once. 8 hours battery life. 150 plus countries. Stream, video call, work. All at the same time with the whole family connected. No lag, no buffering. No questions about who's downloading something. Ryoko Pro is a game changer in 8 powerful ways. First, speed that actually holds. Up to 150 megabits per second, stable, fast, no matter where you are. Not good enough, but actually fast.
okay.
Unlimited data,
Jump.
one payment, no monthly bill waiting for you, no carrier relationship, no contracts.
Oh.
Just whenever you need it. Third, up to
As you
10
might
devices at once.
have figured out, I've already gotten the game, as it's currently running for $20 on all platforms. But that is the only thing I just bought for my Switch that has to do with our demo showcases. I finally have picked up Star Overdrive, as it's also on sale right now for $23.99. You get this, you get these, and you also get the Switch 2 upgrade included in this package. So it's worth it to you if you have it. So expect to see Star Overdrive to make the jump up in the near future. Because fortunately, it lets me actually play. It carried the demo, all the demo footage over to the main game. Well, my save there, which is good. I can't say the same thing about Bubsy, as soon as I booted it up, it wanted to just kick me right back to the beginning of the game.
Alright, well, let's just go ahead and get started.
So maybe I need to look back through and see if I can just if I gotta manually transfer the game, the save file over once I finish this up.
Alright, so we're back to the other video. Things are kind of being set up for Catherine, who's from Germany here. And by the way, they're not calling her.
Oh, okay.
She's kind of getting hooked up here.
Well, almost.
Looks like she is going to be headed to Russia.
Under assumed names. Each day takes them closer to Russia.
The pounds, period.
Oh, they're really good.
I miss Monty Brown.
For the first time in her life, Sophia was celebrated as someone special. Upon her arrival in Russia, the local fort fired its guns in her honor. People whispered of her presence as her sleighs chased the court
Okay.
from the Winter Palace to Moscow. When they caught up with Elizabeth's court, they were greeted by ministers, and then, to Sophia's delight, Peter himself. His fish-like appearance, nervous disposition, and his tendency
What does fish like mean?
Well, that's a mechanic I'm going to forget a lot while playing through this.
Comment below if you know what that means.
to battle had not abated at all.
Because while I like platformers, I know I'm not exactly good at them without a lot of practice.
Match. Then they were led in to see the Empress. Sophia was overwhelmed by the dazzling splendor. Never in her life had she seen such majesty. And so the
Now this sounds like it's something out of a Disney movie right now. There's no, I mean, is there any way this stuff is as, I don't know if dramatic's the right word, but it's like she's got this, like,
Yeah, I'm genuinely trying. Make sure I don't screw this up.
she's just impressed. And
Okay.
everything's going this way and all that stuff, so, I don't know if reality is nevertheless, I mean,
And now we rolling. They hating, and patrolling that we don't, well, fall off this tube.
ensuing days passed with her at Peter's side. And with each passing day, she learned a little bit more about how boorish and unconcerned with his position
Almost had.
She loathed Russia. Barely even spoke the language.
See, this is the
Instead,
reality
preferring
check.
German in all things. He hated the culture and the religion. Planned to remain
Since when I got in? What turned you to the about? Excellent question, my dearest cat. I wonder if it's due to the radiation exposure. Nothing for you to worry about, though.
there's the
No,
reality.
keep on doing the course.
Marriage is right here, right? Everything's all set up and all stuff, but it's like, it's never the real story. You have, for these monarchs, you have like, the
Well, you don't have to actually
surface, it's what you
go into hairball mode on every tube like this. You can actually run it regularly.
and
And that might be a good thing going forward,
so
considering how much I can screw.
it throws off
If only so you can correct yourself when you get into that.
if there's some naive.
When you get onto these half pipes.
This sounds like the real story. Everything we've talked about this far was the Cinderella story. Now let's get real here.
because his aunt wished it. Meanwhile, was in love with someone else, but was resigned to marry her because his aunt wished it. Meanwhile, Sophia began to realize that it wasn't Peter she had to please, but rather the Empress, Elizabeth.
True.
She took rapidly to her study of Russian and the Russian Orthodox faith. This pleased Elizabeth.
She's
But
got bigger
Sophia
plans
took
here.
to her studies almost too much, staying up late at night in the harsh Russian cold to continue
Because
her
I don't
practice. Soon she fell ill. Elizabeth
Ah.
herself rushed to nurse her, but it was pneumonia. Not many survived that disease in those days, and her recovery was made all
Oh, come on!
insistence on bloodletting. For weeks she lay at death's door. But as
There's still
Oh well, whatever.
Then they realized
Level's done.
everything failed, like,
On to the next.
where's the advancements, right?
burned through her, rumor of how she contracted the disease spread. Her love of Russia, for that's how everybody perceived her ardent studies, was made known, and she became beloved, even as she slipped in and out of consciousness. Then came a moment where everyone thought it was the end. Her mother requested a Lutheran priest, but Sophia, with what little strength,
Incoming transmission.
asked for an Orthodox priest instead.
Don't piss
And
off
the
the
rumor
people.
of this
Lutheranism was not the dominant religion of Russia. They were Orthodox Christian, have been for a long time. So it's probably a smart move for her to, use the religion of the people. It sounds like she's winning over the public with how devoted she actually is to the Russians. She definitely seems more than that than her potential husband.
Washed throughout the land. But even as Sophia's esteem was rising, her mother's came crashing down. Shortly after Sophia recovered, a series of letters that Johanna, Sophia's mother, had sent.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 Sierra.
Really? Really? Really?
9% APR for 72 months on 2026 Sierra 1500 lot.
Sophia's mother had sent or intercepted. The King of Prussia had asked her to help him displace the Russian diplomat Bestishev at Elizabeth's court, and at this she failed spectacularly. Vastly underestimating her opponent, she got caught sloppily speaking ill of him, the Queen, and Russia. Elizabeth's ire was intense, and Sophia sat within the blast radius. A courier burst in on Sophia and Peter while they were playing, and told Sophia that she was to pack, that she was to be sent away immediately.
What do we do now, Uncle?
Exile, she managed to get a moment with Elizabeth and humble herself before her. Elizabeth's
Could call it a day and just head back.
that the child could still marry her nephew.
We're landing on her planet.
Mother to stay, although her
Oh, man.
greatly diminished. Elizabeth even accelerated things.
Remember, it looks like she has the mother is very much like a helicopter mother, almost like living through her daughter.
Bubsy, I figured out how to turn on the galaxy map. It should land us on the map, fine. So where's the steering wheel? I think you just pointed the hologram.
You're still unpacking all your own junk. Just come back later and we'll sell it to you.
Greatly diminished. Elizabeth even accelerated things, pushing forward Sophia's formal
I suppose that was a passable performance. I'll set up a sandbox for you to train in. In the meantime, talk to Oblivia.
Johanna exploded in an outburst when she was not seated at the table reserved for royalty, saying that she would not be seated with mere ladies of the court. Elizabeth obliged her and
Alright,
put her in a total
for our first level, it's into the Woolie Outskirts.
conversion to orthodoxy came a new name. She was rechristened Ekaterina, or as we know her in English, Catherine.
Unfortunately, they didn't put a landing gear on this ship.
Dancing, attending court, going to balls, simply counting down the days until the wedding. But then tragedy struck. Peter was laid low in
Ow.
Catherine waited nervously for news. Eventually, Peter recovered, but he was disfigured. His already
Why did I agree to your request? It's clear you crashed the spaceship the moment you held the steering wheel. But no, I had to frame my inner bias. Oh, it's fine. I'll commence repairs immediately. Why don't you make yourself your luck for the Golden Fleece?
no time.
It's perhaps the only good thing you do.
And so, Catherine and Peter were married. The affair was grand, full of splendor. Catherine's dress was of the finest make, and she was decked
And of
out
course, water kills you no matter what.
The highest and most notable members of the court were there. There was dancing and revelry, and then at last, the ladies of the court escorted her to her bedchamber. There, not knowing what to do, she waited alone. And she waited. And waited. 2 hours later, Peter showed up, reeking of alcohol, and crashed onto the bed, passing out in an instant. At
That is
last,
uncommon.
her marriage had freed her from her mother, but now Catherine had a new humiliation and torment. Her husband showed no affection for her, and spent all of his days playing buffoonish children's games, making his servants dress up like soldiers and march around his room. Even when Peter was eventually made to give up such things and sleep in the same room as his wife,
Ooh, that was close. Alright, jump, hover,
was gone, and then
plop.
take out his toy soldiers and have one of the maids move them across
Jump,
the bed and
hover,
order them about.
plop.
What? What are the ages right here? This guy, I mean, Peter sounds really, really immature. What are the ages here? Is
Like
she definitely
12
seems
or
more
something?
mature than him, but if he's really out like playing with dolls and all this stuff, like I get it's common, like okay, he's not interested in her. This is not a marriage he really was into.
This is
But
a political
it seems
convenience.
a little bit different with him, with his maturity level here. It doesn't seem like a future, like a king here. You know what I mean? And it looks like going through all the protocol that somebody would as a potential monarch as well. She learned. She left her own culture, went to Russia, dove right into learning the language and the culture. She converted to their religion. She's thinking ahead.
Don't-
You know what I mean? Like pushing the wedding up, and she's certainly got these bigger plans.
And that's one thing I don't like him. This, you saw me jump. Oh, and I clearly had a straight line into that.
Let me know in the comments, though.
And there you go. Come on.
For 7 years. Then Catherine met a rakish young nobleman, far more knowledgeable in the ways
Fixing the games are kind of
she resented.
look at times.
Eventually, she gave in. Soon after she was pregnant, she suffered through 2 horrible
But they still they feel the same
a son was born.
as when you're going through when you're playing through Penny.
Actual parentage, and though in both looks and temperament he's Peter's son, and not any of the young lovers Catherine had taken, the matter would never be settled conclusively. But that didn't really matter, for as far as anyone official was concerned, Russia now had an heir. And so life moved apace.
Wait, so I don't know. Do we know or not if this is Peter's? I mean, is it for sure this other person's child, or is it possibly Peter's? Do we know for sure yet what the lineage is? I guess regardless, it's not going to end up mattering.
Wait, what? Oh, what the hell? Oh,
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power, trusted for over 100 years. Our proven blend of
he is a bobcat.
but essential
A
oils
bobcat.
change pain with the strength and speed
We're
of
talking.
so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Peter and Catherine living separate lives
What
with
is
separate loves, with their little court outside the halls of power. Then Elizabeth died. All of a sudden, Peter was made emperor, and life changed. In 1762, he took the throne, and one of his first orders was to reverse his aunt's military policies. For years, Russia had struggled in the 7 Years' War, that same war that kicked off the American Revolution, and through doing so, eventually led to Bolivar. Russia had exhausted innumerable men and material trying to break the might of Prussian arms. After so many years of fighting, they were on the verge of success. Prussia was nearing utter collapse. Berlin itself was on the verge of falling. But then, Peter offered Prussia peace, giving back everything that had been won by Russian sacrifice and strength of arms. It was the second miracle of the House of Brandenburg. It saved Prussia and Frederick the Great, but it sat ill with the Russian people. It sat even worse with the Russian military and nobility. Catherine was horrified. Peter was more concerned with his title as Duke of Holstein than being Tsar of Russia. He had just given up on the most important war in the world in order to turn all of Russia's might against Denmark so that he might restore some small claim of the House of Holstein that they'd lost years before. And though some of his domestic policies were progressive and hailed as necessary reforms, for the most part, Catherine watched him blunder from one alienating act to another. Even during the funeral of his own aunt, while Catherine showed herself to be the model of orthodox humility and respect, Peter didn't even make an effort to appear to
Oh, come on. Get on thing.
and mockery of Elizabeth.
Okay. Move over. Take it over.
It's getting out here.
Jump.
with
Got
Russian
it.
people. This is probably not the guy you want running the country. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now, if you know about Catherine,
Jump.
she's gonna be a very,
Got
very
it.
powerful leader, eventually.
All right.
I'm
We're
glad
coming up on the tail end of this.
to see how this is like starting to
Good
unfold.
Lord, they just kind of threw everything and see what's stuck on the wall.
She's gonna be the one that's gonna
Because I was not expecting a floodless section.
taking charge here. And you see it in the early years of the
No.
marriage.
He would go even further with his contempt for the church, trying to secularize all church property, and even demanding that clergy should
This is part 2, so stay tuned. Keep an eye out for future videos from this series, and we'll try to get through it here. Hopefully sooner rather than later. All right. Well, great. Yeah, I enjoyed this. Again, looking forward to more.
All right. Now that we got that out of the way,
Just a couple more invitations to
because really it was just me just fighting my way back to that back to this section and a pause screen. Green. You really didn't miss anything.
future videos. You can always
Name from what I just cut.
whether it's on
Now, jump, hover,
or on the Discord.
not get hit by the spikes.
If you like this
Jump,
kind of stuff,
hover.
should we do that?
Yeah.
Stay
there, jump, jump, hover, glide. And there we go.
Well, Atari ultimately got the rights back too.
If I remember right. So, anyway, I encourage you to do that if you would like to continue on there. And
Yeah,
thank
let
you
me-
once again for joining us, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Alright, there's the golden fleece. Alright, we got it. And we're ready to go. Well, folks, that's one level down. And that's going to do it for this half of the demo showcase. Guys, as I only tried to play through just 2 levels for each part.
It bugs me, right?
The demo itself actually gives you 4 levels to play through before they cut you off. And I have those parts recorded just in case we have another slip up next week.
Sucker Punch is it on? Oh my! Sony doesn't buy Sucker Punch.
A couple of hours later, the report from Jason Schreier was published that says that Bungie
There is no free anything in this world.
has its development on the long-running shooter game Destiny 2. And I think surprised a lot of people with that. It doesn't have the new project lined up for Destiny 2's development team after the game comes to an end next month. I feel like many of us thought, hey, they must have a plan because it's a big company and you assume multi-billion-dollar companies are Sony and with Bungie in tow would have an idea. Okay, what's next? We're gonna end Destiny 2 because
And from the looks of it, I can't buy anything because
not the case.
I didn't get all the blue.
There is no immediate plan.
And I have the gut feeling that everything on this is going to be needed to put
Well, there's not
here to improve on
number of jobs
is going to be required as we get further into the game.
significant, I guess, is
As for the skins over here,
now. But people are wondering why is Destiny 3 not in
well, that's here.
the final shape?
Said no.
Was this like a 2
I have to blue.
and you would assume
No, no.
because that was kind of hard to
Yeah, I don't like any of these.
and many people were really
That may be the classic.
that was actually a pretty good ending for it, and that's when you would figure they would have been moving on to Destiny 3. Because otherwise, Destiny 2 had this weird thing where it seemed like they didn't want to let go at that time still. And I mean, it did have at least a player base that was consistently playing the game. So it's that weird thing where you have a hard time separating from that live service game that still has some pull. And then
Well, we'll get into that next time. Because it doesn't seem like we've unlocked any of the other worlds yet. And as you can see, they pretty much tell you exactly what we got left. So let's move on to the next section, part of our demo. It's the return of Rollin Rascal. I've actually been saving through this for a rainy day. Today, a rainy day has come. For those who must know, Rollin Rascal is another indie attempt to try and recreate what made the Sonic Adventure games really cool, but also with their own little characters and mechanics. So let's get into this new level, the Wild Waste. Dunk! Come on, just a little. Yeah, it took too long. Didn't have enough momentum to get up that. See them? think I got him free. Let's keep moving. 1, 2, 3. Camera, please work with me because it looks like you're trying to turn it back down towards the floor rather than towards what's going forward. Got it. What do you think? You a homing spin into the loop? Alright. Yep, time for a boss fight. Am I just supposed to wait till you... Oh, okay. And down you go. Okay. Alright, back onto the highway. Ready for the next one. Get over there. Oh, okay. Donk. Okay, can't get up there that way. So get up the other way. Alright, here's our final section. And the boss for this area. The trucker bot. Yeah, basically this is just the boost section without the boost. Box at me. Basically all we gotta do is just survive. Survive everything it throws. It throws the box again and misses. And now it has no more cargo. Nope, it just has its up. And it was at this moment he realized he had screwed up. And that's gonna do it for this demo showcase. Until then, folks. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw here, and I'll see you next time.